Yo, what's going on everyone? It's TK and I'm here with a new strategy with Super Barbarians, Root Riders and Super Minion Clone. With this strategy you also will have a lot of spells to use, so without any further ado, let's dive in and see how this strategy works. Alright, the first base we have this box base. Now guys, for the Super Minion Clone, you want to get the value, just like the Super Archer as I told you, but most of the time you want to go for the Town Hall, but in this case, as you saw, the Town Hall doesn't have that value. Now look at this. Loon's Warden ability Headhunter with a Lava Hound, we're gonna go straight into the core, but not for the Town Hall. You wanna land, let those air traps all catch the blimp, and then you wanna open it up so they don't hit the super minions. Now don't worry, I'm gonna give you a few tips with the super minion clone itself. I'm also learning it myself, you know, it's been a few attacks that I'm doing it, but look, I'm not investing that invisibility anymore because I want the super minion to hit those spell towers. These give us a nice funnel into the core, but guess what? We don't actually have the Warden anymore. This is why, by the way, I run the Rage Gem, because the Warden ability can catch those raged loons. At the same time, if you want to use the Warden with the heroes, which we'll kind of take a look at that as well, it's going to be a lot like faster your attack. Like you might not maybe end up time filling because you give that speed boost to your troops. Now making sure the king comes back, but in here wall just gets destroyed maybe 1 second or half a second late, so the king goes to the outside, but that is no problem. Let everything go. And by the way, if you can see, I'm holding one Root Rider and also one of those, you know, of course, Apprentice Warden troops, Mini Warden, just because my Warden is currently alive with the troops. If the Warden didn't follow or it died earlier, I would have dropped the, you know, Mini Warden with these troops. Poison spell going in because we didn't need to use it on a CC troops. You can already see how we can move around with our spells. I can keep freezing that Town Hall, we can keep freezing somewhere else, and with these Barbarians we want to funnel our heroes and tank for our heroes. But look at that, Root Rider, Barbarian and a few Headhunters will absolutely demolish and tank that whole compartment. So when my champion reaches it, you can see with the free spell and that, you know, Spirit Fox, we have a lot of value to that side, and it's just about how you place your spells. So the Super Minion Clone is not going to give you a crazy value like Super Archer sometimes, but what it gives you is that a lot of spells. You can manage to move around with it, you can do whatever you want with those spells. But let's move on to the next approach. Next one, we have this base, and what I want to do, as you can see behind the Town Hall, is a lot of defenses, but the defenses are also a bit to the side. That's why, guys, we have this little Lalo approach with the Hound and the Loons with the Blimp, so they clear out one small area of the base, so the Super Minion Clone will also be a bit more cleaner. Look at that clone to the top side, raging and invisibility, and then I'm going to pull that CC so my Super Minions don't lock onto those ice golems and they keep hitting the Town Hall. I have one more invisibility. I really want to take down the CC building and also maybe one of these heroes. They're going to go forward, maybe even take out the RC, not sure, but you can see how much damage they're doing. Now look at the way the base is left. That small Lolo sometimes might not be the best like kind of funnel troop for you, but what you can do is, because you got the Town Hall in these scenarios, you can actually drop the champion by herself to the opposite side of where you're dropping your main army, like I'm doing that side. The Skelly spell is always very good to tank Expos, and also the Ricochet Cannons or Single Infernos and Monolith, very nice spell in general you can use. But look at my champion, easily going around the base. You can tank her nicely with those Barbarians, and at the same time I'm looking to see where to pop the Warden ability just in time to catch that right side Root Rider, tanking for the champion, dropping those minions and archers for the cleanup that are behind the walls. You can see now my champion have 2 free spells and a poison spell to go with her. I'm not dropping poison on ice golems in this deck because super minions take less time than super archers, so you can actually demolish the base faster. Not going through ice golem will be fine, but still you can keep the poison. King's Gauntlet goes off on the right side. You can have the Earthquake boost also with the Gauntlet. It doesn't matter if you only have the Rage, but the Earthquake boost might be better in this scenario as a lot of people running box spaces, and you might not actually open every single wall sometimes to the Town Hall, or your Root Riders might die early. That's what I'm kind of going around with, if it's like a good thing to take Earthquake boots or to just take the Rage and the Gauntlet. Both of them works really good, but sometimes, trust me, you will wish you had that Earthquake boost, man. Alright, let's go to the next approach. Now we got this space with single Infernos and kind of double poison, but well, look at the bomb towers. If we had a super archer attack, we wouldn't be able to reach this area and get this value. But now we're going to go in with the Hound, Loons on the Wizard Tower. I'm waiting a bit to drop more Loons to go a bit deeper to that multi-archer tower, and then the Blimp. Now, look at this. We're not going to go that deep, okay? We're going to even land on the bomb tower and on a poison tower, but the sweeper is what I want to showcase you. You need to watch out. When the sweeper pushes your Blimp, it's always good to let it hit the Blimp, or if you want to land early, you need to be careful because the sweeper, the air will actually hit your super minions when they come out of the CC. We got the value we were looking for, by the way, so nothing too crazy. And now we're going to go ahead with the Warden on ground. You can see the Rage. We're going with all heroes and also the Root Riders on the left side, kind of like the same approach we did with the Super Archers. But in this case, look how many spells we have. Of course, the value is not crazy, but you don't need the value to be crazy. You just need a big funnel. That's it, trust me. We're going to go with that freeze on the scatter shot and the enemy queen so they don't damage us too much, and we can have a later warden ability. Good thing is the single inferno locked to the ice golem, which is a very nice thing. We're keeping our free spells for later on in the attack. Now look at that 9 o'clock area. I'm doing that small little funnels for my king so he don't move to the outside, but at the same time, if you see what's going to happen here, it actually will be a bit helpful. Just like the first attack, the king might go to the outside. It doesn't matter. All you need, guys, is your queen with one Root Rider to reach the Town Hall compartment, and they're gonna take that out really nicely. There is no need for your king. Waiting on that Warden ability still, you can see how far we could keep the Warden ability when you have those free spells and skelly spells, which are so important. Now we're going to go in with the opposite side champion because we are 1 minute around the timer that the attack finishes. So it's not the fastest, plus the king and queen are doing great job on the top side. There is no need for the champion. So clearing on the lower side will help you out a lot. Champion ability will go off pretty soon here because of the ricochet cannon, and it just does a lot of damage, man. Trust me, you can keep some free spells or poison spells for the champion, but that's how much barbarians we also had left to go for that. And look at the queen frozen arrow. This is why you want to run it. She's still going around the base clearing these defenses, and that's how, guys, you can demolish the bases left and right. Like I showed you 3 different approaches with the super minion, so in your mind, whenever the base opens, depending on sweeper and the value behind or around the town hall, you can show like and choose basically where to do the super minion. But let's move on. Last attack, we have double rage towers, which guys, honestly, this is kind of crazy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This is a lot of damage in the core and behind the town hall. But how we're gonna approach this is a bit different. We're gonna go in with the Lalo on the right side, then I'm gonna add the Warden with the Blimp and a Headhunter for the enemy queen. Popping that Warden ability, keeping those loons alive, we're gonna freeze the sweeper so we go deeper into the base. Look at that. That's when then we're gonna go ahead and clone for the town hall and the core in a way, you know, like we're doing a town hall takedown, but also because the core is really close by, we're gonna take the core with us. Look at the value the super minions are providing. I was trying to make the expo kind of uninvisible, but it didn't work out. Now this is where the base is left a bit weird, right? Like it doesn't give you that perfect funnel like you get sometimes with the super archers, but it's kind of fine. Okay, it's not the worst case, but it could be better if you maybe sometimes don't drop the last invis, so the super minions that are still in the rage spell can do a lot of damage. Now I'm gonna go in with a champion and a skelly spell on the right, so then we start our heroes and also those, you know, root riders on the left with that apprentice warden. Headhunter to go for the king. The champion will clear out those areas and then move to the core in the area where the root riders wouldn't be able to reach maybe. But I'm gonna go ahead and you can see there's so many skellies on the champion. I'm just gonna use the poison in that area so she keeps going forward. Queen might go a bit weird, but we still got the king to go around the base with the root riders. And you can see because we didn't get a perfect funnel, it's getting a bit harder to clear this base. And well, that's when we have the champion and also this king gauntlet. If you had the earthquake boost, the king would have give you a lot more access to sometimes bigger compartments. But in general, you can see the queen going wrong. Maybe it's gonna be working out for us. She can come back, take out the both ricochet cannons, and in general, you can see how the strategy works. I showed you now 4 different super minion clone approaches, so you can know wherever the base is designed, how much ever like it has traps or sweepers or poison towers, bomb towers, or damage, anything, you can go around it nicely and you still got spells for the back end. That's how this strategy works. Personally, I'm locking in a lot, but I'm mostly doing it for you guys because you really wanted to see like the super barge a bit more, like what happens, because the super archers, guys, they got nerfed hard. Super archers, super barbarians, and root riders, everything got nerfed in that strategy. But in this one, I really wanted to bring this, so hopefully you enjoyed. Take care and peace.